It is a rivalry second to none in Indiana high school football, and tonight these two teams will battle it out for a chance to get a huge win, third game into the season. It'll be Roncalli. They're ranked number 6 in the latest AP 4A poll, and Bishop Chatard, the defending champions in 3A, they're 2-0. They're ranked number 1 in all of the respective polls this season to this point. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Burtner Electric, providing quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. And Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. It's a beautiful night. We've been very blessed with good weather through the first 3 weeks of the high school football season. This might be the best of all of them. Troy Daragowski, along with Coach Keith Myers. The anticipation is upon us. We're ready to go in about another 10 minutes or so. The kickoff will happen between these two rivals. There is no better atmosphere than in high school football. I think that Bishop Chatard should be a fun one.
Tailgating everywhere.
Yeah.
Thank you for the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
This time last week, it was 92 degrees. The humidity was at 82%.
That's good.
Today now is 81. No humidity that you can count on. 6-mile-an-hour wind, which is really nice. Visibility 10 miles, so you could throw that past 10 miles and someone can catch it. And I rate the cheeseburger number 1 today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was
Very
really good.
good.
Yeah, these two rivals, they frankly, this has been like a title game for the conference for the last couple of years. Throwing Buff a little bit as well. Guerin Catholic a couple of years ago. It's just an unbelievable atmosphere. This place is kind of empty now, but in about 5 minutes, when they close the tailgate, they'll be all right in here.
Yeah, well, they're coming. I can see them on the way. Let's go ahead and scout these two teams and see how they got here. We're going to start with the Royals of Roncalli. Now, they opened up with a win over Southport, 43-20. They led that game 16-6 after 1, and then they blew things out at halftime, leading at 37-6. Henry Adams, 105 yards. They ran for 222 yards on the night, but then they go to Franklin Central, play a very good Franklin Central ball club. They were down at the half, 7-6, and then the Flashes outscored Roncalli 13-0 in the third. And they lose it 20-6. And by the way, just for your note that you'll probably want to bring up some point, the last time that Roncalli was held to that few points, you have to go back to the 2020 season when Roncalli lost to Bishop Chatard 28-7. The offense just wasn't there.
A lot of injury occurred as well. Roncalli lost some key players in that game. And, Franklin Central is no slouch. Franklin Central has made a big comeback for the game of the season. They're going to be a pretty good team to match up with in the future.
Now, you talk about injured players in maybe the first 2 games, but think about the players they lost last year. They lose 12 players who went to college.
Yep.
Including Luke Hansen, their all-time leading rusher. He goes to Dayton. Eric Moyers, their quarterback, he's now at Western Michigan. Trevor Lauk goes to Iowa. Brady New to Central Michigan. And Luke Scardavet goes to Northern Illinois. So think about losing all those players. And
are those teams any good?
Well, they're not Michigan, but they're okay.
Okay,
they are
there we
Division
go.
One. So that's a lot of tough key players to lose.
You bet. I talked to Dave Locke, Trevor's dad, and he says, he's in Iowa, not playing, but he's in Iowa.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd rather be somewhere not playing and being on a Big Ten roster.
Oh, yeah. Well, he'll play eventually.
Oh, yes.
In Iowa,
made
good
some
ball
noise.
Club.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about Bishop Chatard. They're 2-0 on the year. They're ranked number 1 again. We saw them in the scrimmage. We also had them in their first game. They got out to a slow start against Brebeuf. They were down 13-0, and then they took off. They really rolled last week. What did you see in them in your last game?
One of the things that I saw was the consistency. They jumped off early. They didn't make the mistakes. The Brebeuf game, they made 3 mistakes right away, 3 turnovers. Cost them 13 points, I do believe.
Yeah.
Last week, they were a fine-tuned oil machine. They came out today with their walkthrough, and Troy, usually it's like 25 minutes long. 10 minutes long. And then he goes, let's go. And it's like, okay, either coach is real confident or they're not playing very well, and he's going to talk to them a little bit in the locker room. But I think both teams know what this means in the conference. Both teams know that this is – everybody's watching this in Central Indiana because this is one of the games that is spotlight tonight. The sports page spotted like this game tonight. I don't know who that guy is, but he apparently knows a little bit about football.
We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back here on the pregame show talking about more in this one. Roncalli and Chatard coming up in a moment right here on Indiana SRN.
Hey folks, good to be with you for tonight's game. My name is Andy Simpson, and I'm a licensed IHSAA football official, and welcome to Friday Night Football powered by Indiana SRN. On behalf of the 340 football officials, the IHSAA, the crew here at Indiana SRN, we hope you enjoyed tonight's game, and more important, don't forget to subscribe to the Indiana SRN YouTube page. As you're watching tonight's contest, I'm going to show you a few of our signals that will help you better understand the information we are trying to convey. Touchdown, safety, first down, holding or illegal use of hands, encroachment, or offsides commonly known, false start or illegal formation on the offense, or a free kick scrimmage violation, face mask, intentional grounding, roughing the passer, clipping, illegal shift, illegal motion, illegal block, pass interference by the offense or the defense, delay of game, and the one signal we dislike and you as fans don't like seeing, unsporting. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and following us on Indiana SRN. You can also tune in to the Football Weekly Show and Coach's Show every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on IndianaSRN.org. Finally, if you've ever thought about becoming an IHSAA official, www.ihsaa.org and click on the Officials tab or call the IHSAA office at 317-846-6601. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Back here at Bishop Chatard High School, a third week already of high school football, and no bigger game around the state, perhaps, than this one right here. And it is time for the ever so famous Indiana SRN football polls. They, by the way, didn't get to me until like Friday, but they're supposed to be in on Monday. But we've got him for you tonight.
Yeah, I got him. I took him right off the press. I didn't get any hate mail because I just posted them this morning. 1A, Indianapolis Lutheran. This is the Indiana SRN poll. 1A, Lutheran. 2A, North Decatur. Number 2, Adams Central, number 3, South Putnam, number 4, and North Judson, number 5. In 2A, Evansville Mater Dei. They have a very tough ball game against Vincennes tonight. Triton Central is 2, Linton Stockton, Indianapolis Scecina, and Heritage Christian. They both meet soon, I think next week. In 3A, Chatard, Guerin Catholic, Tri-West, Hanover Central, Oak Hill. 4A, East Central, Evansville Rights, Evansville Memorial, Northwood, and Kokomo. 5A, Fort Wayne Snyder, Bloomington South, Maryville, Decatur Central, Bloomington North. And in 6A, your Ben Davis Giants, Hamilton Southeastern, Westfield, Fishers, and Crown Point.
All right, well, we could argue about a lot of those choices, but let's talk about the big games tonight. On only this one, but there are a ton of games around the state.
Now, my list is totally different than yours.
Well, it's about 80% wrong.
I think Lutheran Triton Central is a big game.
That's a big game. Yes.
I think Scecina Covenant Christian's a big game.
Yes.
East Central Cincinnati Moeller at Cincinnati Moeller. That would be a huge win for East Central.
Yes.
Guerin Catholic Heritage Christian, that's on our sister station.
Yep.
Evansville Mater Dei and Vincennes. Evans Memorial and Evansville Central. Kokomo and Logansport. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me that one. Ben Davis and Pike. Lawrence North Lawrence Central with Battle Lawrence.
That's a good one.
And Hamilton Southeastern and that powerhouse Avon.
Well,
what are
hey,
your
listen.
Keys? What are your big keys?
Well, okay. Well, let me give you a couple of them. Some of them
time.
will probably. Let me get to the top here.
Okay.
In no particular.
And you didn't
order.
do 10. You did like 35.
I did. Brownsburg Franklin Central. You forgot that one.
Okay.
Louisville Trinity Center Grove.
That could be a good one.
Westfield at Zionsville.
That?
Cathedral and Penn.
No, not even close.
Oh man.
Okay.
Number 8 and 6A. Number 6 and 6A. Now on paper you may not like it, but it's close.
Okay.
All right. You mentioned Lawrence Central, Lawrence North, Fishers, Noblesville tonight, Crown Point, Maryville. Decatur Central, Whiteland, Concord, and Northwood, both unbeaten teams. Mishawaka, Northridge, also Evansville Wrights and Jasper tonight. You mentioned 2 other Evansville teams. You didn't give Wrights any credit, and they're number 2 and 4A. Also Greenfield Central, Mount Vernon, the battle. I'll wrap it up here in a minute. Mount Vernon and Greenfield, the battle of Hancock County going on. I've got others, but we'll go ahead and take a break because Keith already knows, as you see the Trojans making their way out on the field, that I had the better games than Keith did. We'll come back. Kickoff is coming up in a moment right here on Indiana SRN.
To you. Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Week 3 of the high school football season, and Roncalli will be in the white, and you'll see Bishop Chatard in the blue. Let's go back to Keith for keys to tonight's game.
Brought to you by our good friends at Morales Group. Keys for Chatard, controlling the line of scrimmage, Troy. I think if they can control the line of scrimmage, limit their turnovers, stop Roncalli in the red zone, and put pressure on the young quarterback, I think they'll be very successful. For Roncalli, they got to get off to a quick start, ball control. Key players that are in the lineup tonight has to make the big play. I think the quarterback, not everything has to be on his shoulders, but he's got to control the tempo. And I think Coach has worked out a game plan where he can do some things because he's got he's got an arm, and he's got receivers. We'll see. If I'm Roncalli tonight, I'm onside kick in this game, this ball.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
Already?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
We saw it last week. Believe it or not, Troy, we saw it last week at Covenant Christian and Greenwood Christian. Greenwood Christian onside kick and scored the next play and then had a 15-yard penalty. Didn't bounce back after.
That's why you don't do it.
Okay.
By the way, Levi Whistler, I was watching him in the warm-ups, and this young man has a heck of a leg, so I'll be curious to see if Bishop Chatard will even get a return on this kickoff. We'll set the offense for you in a couple of moments. In fact, let's do it right now for Bishop Chatard. It'll be Campbell, Troy, Wright, Woods, and Ortega across the front 5. You have Aiden Ortega, the quarterback. We'll give you his numbers in a moment. Riley Kinnett, 46 carries, 393 yards, 5 touchdowns. He'll split time with Shaw with 90 yards rushing. Line drive kick, and this will be into the end zone for a touchback, and Bishop Chatard will take it at the 20. Harrison Forstall will be the tight end. Jack Waybright, one of the receivers, along with Ryan Keating and the ever-so-dangerous Colin Guy. Defensively for Roncalli, Sam New, David Wilson, and Justin and Cisco across the front line. Dylan Henry, Ben Brandenburg, J.J. Pendergast, Marty Babcock are your 4 linebackers. Cal Davis, A.J. Richardson, Sam Roeder, and Bryce Heimlich are the DBs. 1st and 10 for Bishop Chatard. They're averaging nearly 48 points per game in their first 2 ball games, and they'll open up trips to the left. Tight end will reset, and they'll work hash mark near side. Handoff will be to Cannett, and he might get back to the line of scrimmage. They might even just give him a half a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Thanks to our officials for today's game for their hard work and dedication. Without them, we do not play. Please, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Sportsmanship is the key. Our officials, Joe Stafford, Bill Massey, Jacob Devine, Angie Vaughn, and Danny Jamez.
By the way, 1 yard there for Riley Cannett. This time trips to the near side. They'll work between the hash marks. Aiden Ortega, 15 of 25 this year, 206 yards. Cannett will get the carry again, and there's just not much there. He might get to the 23-yard line before he's stacked up on his 2nd carry of the ball game.
Boy, he almost popped out of there, but boy, nice job by the defensive line. Number 72 for Roncalli made the nice tackle. 72 is Nathan Turner.
Big fella inside. Roncalli gave up just last week defensively 20 points to a good Franklin Central team, so you pretty much know they're going to be very good. They're showing blitz right now with all 4 linebackers. Now one will peel back. Ortega on 3rd down and long over the middle, and just behind Harrison Forrestal falls incomplete, and the punting unit will come on the field.
Yeah, nice pass, a little bit behind, as you said. Hard to get the ball in. First 3rd down, now turnover for a 4th down.
So we will see the Roncalli offense for the first time tonight.
And that's good news for Roncalli, correct?
And they're going to get good field position right here.
Number 25, Sam Roeder.
Roeder standing inside his own 40-yard line, and before the punt sails away, and it was a good one, by the way, the official will throw the flag.
And that back judge threw the flag, so it has to be somewhere illegal substitution. And is that on Chatard?
That's a really good question.
Because if this is on Roncalli, that's a 5-yard penalty, and it will be 4th down and 1. Yeah, I think it's too early to go for it, but they're going to wave it off.
Wow.
He recounted. Counted 11, not 12. Well, it's better safe than sorry.
So we will do a mulligan.
Yes.
It was an excellent punt the last time. Here comes the rush, and
Not
another
bad.
good kick. Inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. A wedge and a block up the right side, 50, 45, and finally driven down at the 39-yard line of Bishop Chatard at a great return.
What a beautiful wedge. We saw it right up here formed, and then he took the blockers and just went uphill and did a nice job. Look at the replay here.
Well, he pretty much
might have outran the coverage.
Yeah, I was going to see outpunted his coverage for sure. So it's going to be at the 39-yard line on their first possession for Roncalli. Colin Ash, 5'10", 160, and a sophomore, 189 yards and a touchdown this season. He'll put his tight end and reset him from left to right. Ash, a left-hander, will throw out in the flat ball, caught 40, 35, 30, and brought down at about the 27, 28-yard line. On the reception was Charlie Elsner, 6'3", 218, and a senior.
I like the lefty's hand. Rolled out. Nice job.
We may see some players that haven't, or at least were not on the depth chart that we saw earlier this week, and a run play to the 25. That'll be a gain of 2. That last pass play was 12 yards. That'll be a gain of 2 to the 25.
Both teams really have almost the same offensive scheme, Troy. They almost mirror each other pretty well.
That was Brandenburg, number 35, on the reception, or I should say on the carry. Little pitch. It'll be Brandenburg now to the right side, inside the 20, and then tripped up at the last moment. A player is down for Bishop Chatard.
Keating on the tackle saved the touchdown.
That'll be a gain of 5. Brandenburg, his second carry. Take another look at it right here.
There's the pitch.
Yeah, it looked like that might be Colin Guy, who is a two-way player who went down, and that'd be a big loss right there. We'll take a timeout. No score here in period number 1.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
Is very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners, because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with the blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Officially Human. Thanks to our officials for today's game and their hard work and dedication. Without them, we do not play. By the way, if you say something, try to be kind about it, because bottom line, sportsmanship is everyone's job. And you see the sideline there, and it looks like Colin Guy is being helped off the field. He was down for quite some time, so we're not really sure what the injury was, but they'll take all the precautions in the world.
And our prayers and thoughts are with him, and make sure that he's good, and we'll check up on him. And if we get some notice up here before the end of the game, we'll pass that along. But I tell you what, both training teams came out on the field immediately. Officials did a good job of getting them on the field. That's crucial. Good job, officials. Good job.
We'll see if he's going to certainly sit out for a while. You couldn't tell whether it was a shot to the head or not. It was Roncalli. Will give it to Brandenburg up the middle. He's going to get about 3 on that carry as they continue to run the football, as we kind of expected.
He's going to be short, maybe a yard. Big fourth down here.
We'd mentioned
a long yard.
They had 222 rushing yards against Southport. Not very, in fact, only 129 last week, so you kind of compare the two. It's been apples and oranges, but that was a pretty good Franklin Central team they're up against. It'll be 4th down and 1, and they will go ahead and go for it right here. Will it be Brandenburg again? The big running back got a push from his quarterback, got a first down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
Needed 1, got about 4, didn't he? Student body over to the Roncalli side, all in white. It's a white out. They have packed their stands. And over here, the Chatard, they don't surprise me at all. They got cowboy hats, baseball hats. Some guys are dressed like cows.
Some have no shirts on with painted numbers.
Yeah, I tell you, it's high school football.
Football is at the 14-yard line. Brandenburg gets brought down. Coming in to make the stop, Eddie Benson, one of those fine linebackers there for Bishop Chatard. Going to lose 3 yards on the carry, back to the 17. Brandenburg's already carried the football 5 times in this opening drive. Pendergast to the tight end coming out of the lineup. 2 receivers to the right. One of those is Shotley. The other one is Sweezy, number 2. Second down, 13. The opening drive here for the Royals. Ash looks to throw. Pumps, now throws it out in the flat. Ball will be caught after being bobbled and then knocked out of bounds on the far side. That'll be 85 again, Elsner.
How about catching the ball and then it hits your knees and pops it right out and you catch it right on the bounce?
Got it back to the 13-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. Second reception now for Elsner. Play action here for Ash. Rolling near side, throws. Ball caught inside the 10 and then brought down on the reception. That was number 18. His first reception of the ball game. Connor Kessler, only a sophomore.
I tell you what, the coverage is superior right now.
Gain of 6. Ash now 3 of 3 in the passing department.
Going for it, 4th down. Ooh, this is crucial.
Yeah, 4th down and 2. Put the football again at the 7-yard line, and they got the Trojans to jump. The penalty will go against Bishop Chatard, and that'll get him a first down.
Yep. Now you got 4 downs to get the touchdown. Going to put the ball right at, looks like the 3.
So it'll be 1st and goal now for Roncalli. Chance to get ahead here in this big-time rivalry. Brandenburg the handoff, and he gets stuffed. Wow. He might get to the 6 or maybe the 5 if they give him a nice spot right there. So it's going to be a loss of 1.
I'm just giving that to the defensive line for the tackle.
Benson.
They're going to give it to Benson.
Take another look at it.
Look at this. He snuffed that one out big time. Picked him up.
Well, there's no better linebackers, 4 linebackers. You talk about Tremaine Benson, Parika, and Feeney. Then what you have in Bishop Chatard, it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 5. Ash the pitch. Brandenburg around the right side. Dives ahead, gets to about the 1-yard line.
And this is taking time off the clock here, Troy. This is almost the Chatard offense right here.
Brandenburg now his 7th carry. It'll be at the 1. This is now the 11th play of this drive.
And 2 4th down plays on this drive.
One of them converted on that penalty moments ago. Sweezy, the lone receiver to the far side. Near side once again will be Kessler. Brandenburg resets to the right. Ash fakes the handoff, rolls around the right side, goes in from 1 yard out, and Roncalli leads it 6-0. Great fake to Brandenburg, and Ash, his first carry of the night, good enough for a touchdown. That's a pretty impressive drive.
That was a very impressive, and really traveled a distance.
Yeah, they started it at their own 39-yard line. So it goes 61 yards on 12 plays. And here's a young man with a great leg in Whistler. He line drives that kick through the uprights.
That went to the soccer field, the softball field.
5:31, opening period, 7-0 Roncalli.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week. showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. Great food for breakfast, lunch, and they have delicious baked goods. Make sure you check out their daily specials. They're open from 8 to 2 every Tuesday through Sunday. Located at 6427 Oaklandon Road. You got a shot of the Roncalli student section. They're here in force, and I believe we've about filled every seat now.
Yes, it's pretty well full.
All right. Bishop Chatard will get the football back. They had to punt it their last time up. This kick will stay in the playing field, and so there will be a return across the 20. Hard hit on special teams out to about the 23-yard line. That was way bright on the return. Take another look at the touchdown right here by Ash. A.J. Richardson got the tackle on special teams, and that was all really because of the fake to the fullback there.
All design and run.
Yeah. Football at the 24-yard line. Aiden Ortega, will they have Colin Guy for the rest of this game? He is still on the sidelines, so he will not be available at least at the moment. Here's Kinnett over the right side, out to about the 30. May even give him a spot to the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 6. They will officially put it at the 31. Kinnett now with 11 yards on just 3 carries. I got a stat for you, and I got to share this with you about last year's game. It was 17-14. Get to it here in a moment. 2nd down and 4. Kinnett again finds a hole, gets the first down to the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. Last year, Roncalli ran 72 plays, and for Bishop Chatard, they ran 34. Roncalli had the football 33 minutes, 57 seconds. Bishop Chatard had it 14, yet it was 17-14 the final.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's just how these games are, though.
You just never know. 1st and 10, football at the 35. Ortega throws out on the flat ball, caught at the 40. That'll be a gain of about 5 on the pass play.
Nice catch. Caught that right in the sun. I mean, that's kind of hard to do right there. Across our way, our buddy Jimmy Cook across the way in the visiting press box doing the radio broadcast tonight.
Yeah.
I told him I would mention that, Jimmy used to work for IndianaSRN. Hope he has a great broadcast.
That was Barraza on the reception of 5 yards. That's his first of the night. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Handoff, Kinnett tried to get to the outside, and he did a great job just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He took a shot early, stayed on his feet, and actually gained a yard out of that.
He did get a yard out of that.
Wow. I have a feeling that they're going to really focus on Riley Kinnett tonight and make Aiden Ortega throw the football.
But Buff tried that too, and they wore Buff out.
Oh, yeah. That offensive line, Campbell, Troy, Wright, Woods, and Ortega, they had a heck of a night. Kinnett had over 300 yards, and I didn't have that same kind of production last week against Indianapolis Tech, but he didn't play the entire game either. Ortega to throw, looking over the middle. Ball caught. That's going to be Forrestal down to the 47-yard line of Roncalli.
That's the old post play, Troy. He goes 5 yards, 6 yards to the post. Caught it on the angle, gained about 13 yards. Nice defensive coverage is there. Just nice catch. Throw that right between 2 guys.
Yeah.
Nice throw.
17 yards officially on the pass play to the 47-yard line of Roncalli. Roncalli plays with that 3-man front. That'll be a run around the left side by Kinnett, another first down. Looks like he's going to get about 11 on that one down to the 36-yard line.
That time when Riley hit that hole, he just accelerated. Nice job. And this is exactly, Chatard did this against Brebeuf. Slow, and then it came to him.
So now Bishop Chatard at the 36-yard line. This their deepest, only their second possession. Kinnett up the middle, inside the 30, getting big chunks down to the 26, and that's going to be another first down. Well, I tell you what.
Just give him the ball.
And that's what they did against Brebeuf. Just feed him all night long. He had like 36 carries that night. And without the services of Colin Guy still yet.
They have taken the helmet away.
So he's done. So now they'll do it without one of their best receivers. 4 wide. Kinnett again. Big hole left side, 20. Cutback. Still on his feet. Finally brought down at around the 17, maybe 16-yard line. See where they spotted. That might be very close to another first down. They're going to say 9 on the carry, so it'll be 2nd down and 1.
Colin is actually looking for his helmet and now talking to a manager saying, where's my helmet?
Trips near side. Bishop Chatard trying to tie the ball game here in the opening period of play. Kinnett stays in as the lone setback. He'll get the call again up the middle. Gets to about the 14-yard line, so that'll be a gain of about 2. And it will be good enough for a first down. Nathan Turner, you hear the public address announcer giving Turner credit for the tackle. Coming up on 1 minute remaining here in this opening quarter of play. Second possession now for Bishop Chatard. Trips near side. Kinnett stays in, high snap. Handoff Kinnett, nowhere to go this time.
Tried to go outside, couldn't get there.
Brandenburg, the linebacker, there to make the stop, and they'll put it back to the 17. That'll be a loss of 3.
Roncalli snuffed this one out. Look at this. He stayed home. Boy, if you're watching at home and you're playing football, that's exactly what you want to do. Stay home. Do not get faked out on that run.
By the way, Brandenburg, 11 total tackles coming into this ball game. He and J.J. Pendergast double figures in total tackles with 11 and 15 respectively. It'll be 2nd down and 13, football at the 17-yard line. Ortega now will take it himself, finds a hole up the middle inside the 15, down inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Let's see where they spot the football. They will put it at the 8.
Yes.
That's a 9-yard carry by Ortega.
They could run out the clock here.
I don't think they're going to run another play. And they're going to let this one run out, and we're going to walk to the other end. Chatard on the drive, but they trail it 7-0.
That was the end of the first quarter.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
This is a player who wants to play really bad. He told the trainer, hey, I'm fine. Where's my helmet? Then the trainer goes, no, you're not fine. The doctors are over here still talking. But you notice how close he's staying with the trainer? And he goes, but where's my helmet? Where's my helmet? Great job by the training team, and this is directed by the coaches. Good job. And they're not going to let him play. They're not going to clear him until they know that they know that they know.
Well, he said he's fine. I always tell my doctor I'm fine.
Yeah. Well, Matthew Stein, when he played for Butler back in the day, and he got his concussion, he said he was fine. He doesn't even remember the game. In fact, he didn't even remember playing for Butler.
All right, it'll be 3rd down. Football at the 8-yard line as we begin period number 2. Here's the keeper by Ortega. Dodges by one defender into the end zone, and a touchdown from 8 yards out. It's 7-6. They go 11 plays on that drive. So we've had a 12-play and an 11-play drive by each of these two teams. Ortega, his second carry now, 17 yards. And the extra point attempt is on the way. And Chapman, perfect. 11:55, period number 2. We're tied at 7.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Well, that's kind of drive we're used to seeing out of Bishop Chatard.
Yeah, and, no penalties in that play. Didn't fumble the ball, did a nice job, and took the time off the clock.
By the way, an official 11 plays, 76 yards on the drive, and Roncalli will get it back. There will be a return. That's going to be Brandenburg. He gets flipped up at the 20-yard line, or should say 30-yard line. Looked like number 34, Eddie Benson of special teams, made the big hit.
That's who I had, Eddie Benson, 6 foot. Here we go. Here's the touchdown.
Yeah, you're going to see Ortega here just take off to the left.
And everybody was surprised, even our camera person. Sometimes just you got it, Troy, because I was looking in the middle of the huddle as well. What's the wall?
It's a great fake, isn't it?
I tell you.
That's what quarterbacks do. So we're going to start the drive here at the 31, second possession for Roncalli. Colin Ash has Dominic Morelli as the lone receiver to the near side. They'll work between the hash marks. They'll look to the sidelines. Will they make a play change right here? They do, and they're going to run the football. Nothing there. We're going to talk about a loss of a yard on this one.
But, Troy, the play clock was down to 2. He needed to do something.
Actually say they're going to – it's actually only loss of 1. I know they said loss of 2, but it's actually going to be second down and 11. Dozier got the call, number 9. So it'll be second down. Ash to throw, out in the flat. Ball will be caught by the big tight end once again, down to the 35-yard line. This guy's been busy. That's Elsner.
He fumbled the ball out of bounds, but they counted it as a catch and kept him in bounds and runs the clock. That's great defense.
It's his 3rd reception. By the way, Ash is a perfect 4 of 4 in the passing department.
Now you're doing it.
Jinxing him?
Yeah, you just did.
Football will be at the 35-yard line. Elsner will reset to the left, hash mark left. They'll fake the handoff. Ash to throw near sideline, and yep, there's your first incomplete pass.
I tell you what, James Guthrie was wide open at the 40. Just didn't have time to throw it to him. Send that hate mail to Troy Derigowski.
It's going to be 4th down, and they'll have to punt the football away. That pass was intended for Christian Sweezy, the 6'2", 200-pound senior. First time he's been targeted tonight. So we had to punt the football.
Oh, off the side of his foot.
Yeah, Whistler didn't hit that one well at all. Rolls out of bounds at the 40. Good field position here for Bishop Chatard.
Trojans will take over at their own 40.
So 3 possessions here tonight for Roncalli.
Willer Mission Thrift Store, bargain hunters, treasure seekers. We have a place for you. Visit our stores at 8640 East 96th Street in Fishers. And thank you for helping us do our mission.
So football at the 40. Should say only 2 possessions for Roncalli. This will be the 3rd possession now for Bishop Chatard. Arteaga, play action pass. Here they come. Almost lost the football. Still on his feet. Able to get away from pressure, but then brought down from behind. He's going to lose a yard back to the 39.
Boy, he had him open in the flat. Just didn't have enough time. That is counted as a sack because he loses 1 yard. 2nd down and 11. Both these defenses are playing, got their ears pinned back.
Well, they got so many good linebackers. You talk about, we already mentioned the 4 there for Bishop Chatard, but you got Henry, Brandenburg, Pendergast, and Babcock. And that 3-5 there for Roncalli, they are very good.
And in that situation, you're just looking to survive.
Yeah. They'll stack receivers to each side. Hash mark to the left. Quick hitter near side. Ball caught. 45. They're going to say, wait a minute. It might have hit the ground. Now, I know there's some talking going on, but at the time, Sam Roeder did not know that ball had hit the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. It was intended that time for Jack Stedham.
Here we go. And I can't tell by our vantage point either.
Yeah, but see, well, think about it. I know he got hit late, but Roeder didn't hear anything. He thought the play was still live.
And Roeder slowed down a little bit too, which would tell you that the official got it right.
A little bit of time to get this play off. In fact, the play clock says 0 unless Bishop Chatard was able to get a timeout, and looks like they did right before the play clock expired. 9:38, period 2. We're tied at 7.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Well, the Trojans had to get a timeout right there as the
dodged
play
that ball,
clock
didn't
was,
they?
Yeah, they were down to, in fact, when I looked up it was 0, so they apparently got it before the play clock expired. Trips to the right, big 3rd down and 11 at their own 39-yard line. The throw by Arteaga, and it's going to be knocked down at the 50-yard line. Excellent defensive play there for Roncalli. Looked like that was number 4. That was Heimlich, the corner.
So, 4th down and 11. I'm sure the punt team is coming in. They are.
Arteaga unofficially now 2 of 5 for 22 yards in the passing department.
IndianaSRN starts their college football season tomorrow. Franklin versus University of Olivet, Manchester at North Park, and DePaul Rose Hallman, all 3 on the Family of Network, IndianaSRN.org.
Yeah, but the number 1 team is in Franklin tomorrow. The other guys can listen and we'll show them how to do it. That one's going to be blocked. Getting it back will be the punter, and a big-time block from behind, but that's going to be a flag. Brandenburg got drilled at about the 32-yard line, and the flag came out immediately. And it was Brandenburg who, by the way, got the block of the punt, I do believe.
They may call this blindside hit.
Yeah. Well, never had a chance to get his head turned around.
This is a tough call to me, Troy, just because I think that was a real good hit. I think this hit that was here on the ground where the kid was going down in contact there could have been that.
Personal foul there, you see.
Blindside. Oh, yes, against Chatard. No, against Roncalli.
Well, I'm not sure.
He pointed the wrong way, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And that's confusing to the fans as well. Boy, there was nobody.
There's the high snap. There's the punt. Here's the. I don't know, Troy. Those are just tough. I can't. You can't fault the officials. You got to keep the players safe.
Yeah.
So, and do we have a timeout?
Well, Roncalli heading to the sidelines like they're acting like there's a timeout right here. Bishop Chatard has not gone to the sidelines. So we wait.
Well, Coach Doyle just came on the field and is asking a question.
Well, the good news is we'll let them all decide when they rewatch it.
And
football is at the 29, by the way.
When we talk about college football, the HCAC home of Indiana is the home. IndianaSRN is the home of HCAC. A lot of coaches watching these Friday night games that we're broadcasting. We do. How about this one?
You're ready for this one? You're going to do this one?
Sure, I'll do this one. Piper Logistics, from warehouse to transportation, everything in between, we do it all. 3 services, 1 solution. Contact them at 317-396-1023. Piper Logistics. Now I think, because the official pointed toward Roncalli.
Yeah.
Which means that it should have been a 15-yard penalty for Chatard, which means Chatard should have got a first down. Blindside block.
Well, they're putting it at the 44-yard line, but it's going to be Roncalli football.
And they declined the penalty.
All right, first down, Colin Ash. The handoff right side and a tough run of about 4, maybe 3. On the carry, number 37. That'll be Benish.
Sam Feeding on the tackle.
So they will say 3 yards for Benish coming off a game in which he was able to carry the football 11 times. 52 yards on the season. Second down and 7. From the 41, Ash to throw in the air. It's incomplete. Great pressure put on the quarterback by Ryan Keating.
I tell you what, one more step, that ball's straight up in the air. Good defense here. Third down.
Ash, after completing his first 4, that's his second incomplete. He got hit right when he released it.
And I do believe you said he was 4 for 4 when he has.
Yep. 4 for 4 for what, 12, 24, 26 yards, but 2 straight incompletes. Football still at the 41-yard line.
Open in the flat. Right there he is.
Yep, quick hitter, near side, and it's going to be caught once again by the tight end, Elsner. Did he get enough for the first down? Looks like he was going to be short at the 36.
Keening stopped him at the knees. Big down.
Elsner, 4 receptions.
Did you say 4th and long 1? Maybe 2?
I'm going to call it a 2.
Okay.
Yeah, 4th down and 2. Football at the 36-yard line. Ash will check the sidelines. Brandenburg, the lone setback. Brandenburg, a couple of touchdowns this season. Brandenburg gets the call, and the big back gets inside the 35 to the 33-yard line.
And they snapped that ball with 1 second left on the play clock.
That's 3 very tough yards right there for Brandenburg, but good enough for the first down.
He's like a bowling ball.
He is 6'1", 200 pounds. So he is a load.
Nice kid.
First down and 10. Handoff near side.
Oh!
Nothing there. How about that play?
He read that all the way. Sam Feeney read that from the line of scrimmage.
I think that's Keating. Yeah, taking a
Was
look
that
at it,
Keating?
might have been Keating coming up to make the stop. Yep. Say no gain.
My apologies. He's psych.
So it'll be second down and 10. Yards are hard to come by. Trips to the left, hash mark right. Tight end will reset. Ash to throw, takes a hit over the middle and in and out of the intended receiver's hands. It falls incomplete. Christian Sweezy targeted there.
And I tell you, Troy, the defense of Chatard is getting a little bit quicker on that line of scrimmage. Again, got close to getting a sack there. Fourth and, is this fourth? No, third down.
Did our producer just say quad coverage?
I guess he did.
Wow.
When did he?
Where did he go to school?
You know, Ben's a little underneath the weather. Maybe he should be doing what Ben should be doing tomorrow.
Kidding. Football at the 33. Third down and 10. And Ash lost it. A scramble for the football. Bishop Chatard will take over.
That was a shovel pass. Well, I guess a lateral because it went backwards.
I think he's lost it.
Did he lose it? Oh, yeah, just lost it out of his hands. Good call, Troy.
Thank you. Football at the 32.
You should do this for a living.
Am I gonna get a raise?
Well, no. But all I know is if I hear quad one more time, I'm pretty impressed.
Oh, me too. So, big turnover. First turnover of the ball game. Handoff to Knet, and he might even lose a yard here.
Handoff to Knet, number 2.
Halfway through this first quarter with the score tied. Thank you for joining us on IndianaSRN. If you'd like to see more football, contact us, coach at IndianaSRN.org. We can work out some things on your budget.
Well, after I found out I'm not getting a raise after the spectacular job I'm doing tonight,
That's really good, Troy.
Forrestar will reset to the right. Pass to the flat, and it's going to be caught at about the 40, but he goes down on one knee. We'll put it at the 39-yard line.
I tell you what, these officials are really good because that kid slid and he just popped right back up really quick like, no, my knee's in Dutch. Here, watch this. This is great play right
That's Barraza, by the way.
Slides right there, got his knee, and then what are you talking about, ref?
I did fine.
Good call, ref.
Barraza, his second reception of the night. It'll be third down and about 4. Football again placed at the 39-yard line. And I think the Trojans want to talk about it. So a timeout, 5:35 to go here in period 2. We're tied at 7.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Did you want to do another read?
I do, but I'll wait till this play. You're at Chatard High School. It's Chatard and Roncalli.
You were chomping at the bit right there.
I was ready.
Football to the 39, 3rd down and 3. Big play right here, perhaps, for Bishop Chatard. Ortega, 2 receivers to the left. Play action pass, ball caught by Forstall at the 45-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
How about that? That was a little bit behind him, and he went and slid to get that. Went and sit down. Look at this. This is how you used to catch him back at Richmond High School.
Yeah. Well, if I went to Richmond, I would have. Football at the 45.
You mean you don't have eligibility yet?
Not at Richmond,
oh, okay.
No. So big 1st down. Forstall, his 2nd reception, 23 yards. Trips right. Middle of the hash marks. Ortega, quick release. Forstall, did he make the catch? No, that'll fall incomplete. There is Ben Brandenburg again, the two-way player, and boy, he's been a factor at both sides of the football.
He had 3 receivers in that one area. I wonder if there was a assignment there, because he had 3 guys right in that same area.
Stops the clock at 5:07. It was 17-14 last year, and the way we're going right now, we may not see much more than a 17-14 final. Football at the 45. Kinnett gets the carry, gets about 5 on that one.
Here's an upset brewing. Yorktown 9, New Pal 0 in the 2nd quarter.
You think that's an upset?
Yorktown's pretty good.
Yeah.
They are pretty good.
Yeah, aren't they in the top 10?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. New Pal, though, if they go to 0-3, huh?
That'd be Cecina leads Covenant Christian 7-3 at the end of 1.
3rd down and 5. Football right at midfield here for Aiden Ortega. Kinnett, the lone setback, just to his right. 3 receivers to the bottom. Ortega swings it out. Kinnett at the 45. 1st down. Breaks a tackle. 40 up the sideline. Finally driven out of bounds near the 30. We'll call it 29.
Nice play. Nice read.
Take another look at it.
Almost like a little screen. Nice block, downfield blocking. Nice job. Ooh, got hit maybe a little bit out of bounds.
You know what I like about Ortega, though? It was a quick release.
Yes,
he knows he's got to get rid of the football, and he did. Put the football at the 29-yard line. Gain of 21 on that pass play. Under center is Ortega. Handoff Kinnett, trying to bounce to the outside. Not this time. 44 grabbing hold of the ankle, A.J. Richardson, and he did not let go.
A.J. 5'11", 165, a junior.
By the way, Kinnett, 13 carries here tonight. So now it'll be 2nd down and 9. This is now the 8th play of this drive. They're going to, at least at this point, try not to give Roncalli any opportunity to get the football back. Way bright to the near side. Handoff up the middle to the 25, maybe 24. It'll be Kinnett again on the carry.
Yeah, they have the time. They're not in a hurry.
No, they're not.
This is the way Chatard has played for years.
And, by the way, still playing without Colin Guy. One of their leading receivers got hurt in the 1st quarter. Yeah, he's up and down the sideline from what we understand from our producer, still pleading his case. Low snap, Ortega looks over the middle. Ball caught inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. That'll be way bright on the carry, or should say on the catch. Should be a 1st down.
Talking about Guy, any player that wants to play this game as bad as he does, you would be doing that as well. You would say, Coach, I'm fine. But again, coaches did a great job taking that helmet away from him, and they know better right now.
Well, you're a senior. It's a big rivalry game. You want to play. Maybe he'll come back in the 2nd half. 1st down here for Bishop Chatard. Handoff Kinnett. Runs right into some big bodies over the right side. might get a yard out of it, just wasn't much there.
They can snap this ball under the 2-minute mark, Troy.
15 carries now for Riley Kinnett. He had well over 30 in the game against Brebeuf. 2nd down and 9. That's way bright. Split wide to the left. Kinnett will now set up to the left of Arteaga. Forrestall, the tight end, is to the right. Play action pass. Arteaga over the middle. Tipped in the air. Great defensive play. That was number 44 again. A.J. Richardson able to knock it down.
He's made a couple big plays in this game today. If you're looking at timeouts, Roncalli has 3 timeouts left in this first half. Chatard just 1.
Jack Stedham, by the way, coming in now for Bishop Chatard. So it'll be 3rd down and 9, football at the 13. 4 receivers split evenly to each side. Kinnett the lone setback. Arteaga will throw to the end zone. Touchdown! And guess who? Number 7, Roman Barraza. What a great catch. And Bishop Chatard takes the lead with 1:49 remaining here before halftime.
Very impressive. We'll see that replay.
Barraza, his 3rd reception. The extra point is good. Take a look at this touchdown pass right here.
Boy, caught that at the height of the pass.
1:49 remaining before the half. 14-7 Bishop Chatard.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Well, Roncalli will get the football with less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. And it looks like it'll be Brandenburg from his own 3. Across the 10, tripped up on special teams. What a great play. That is Sam Feeney right there, the linebacker, 6'2", 205, who, by the way, is getting some looks from your school, Purdue.
Yes, he is. And I think that would be a great move for Purdue.
Well, he's already got good size, and we know what kind of a linebacker he is.
Look how fast he is,
too.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just think you put another 25 pounds on him, he'd be 6'2", 235 or so. That's a big linebacker.
Yes, sir.
Football will be at the 13-yard line.
But how about this conference with feeding Big Ten schools and ACC schools with good talent?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Indiana is loaded with talent.
It's a very underrated state when it comes to football. Ash will throw out in the flat, and it's dropped. Pass intended that's Dozier, by the way, on the flat.
I think he was going to run before he caught the ball.
I think he was, yeah.
That happened to me when I'm playing in street football with my granddaughters.
And they're throwing to you.
Well, I don't. My granddaughters do hit hard. 11-year-olds, man, they hurt. We call them bruisers.
2nd down and 10 now for Roncalli. Dozier gets the call to about the 15-yard line, gain of 2.
I got a call from my oldest grandson, And Troy wants to go into radio, TV broadcasting. He wanted to know if I knew anybody in radio, TV broadcasting.
You said no, right?
I told him to send a resume.
1:18 to go. I think Roncalli with 3rd down and 8. Don't want to make a mistake here. They might be just happy to try to run as much time off as they can. Punt the football and then go into the locker room. They'll get the football to begin the 3rd quarter. Hash again out of the shotgun. Hash mark on the right side. Dozier got the call, and he got buried immediately. Matt Woods, the nose guard, met him rudely.
Guess who called a timeout? Chatard.
And they should.
Yep. Their last timeout.
Football's at the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard for Dozier. He's having a tough night carrying the football.
You punt the ball here, you get good field position. You got 51 seconds. You got good field. Maybe at 30, you got a couple plays. Maybe go to the end zone a couple times or get in some field goal range. A field goal would be huge right here.
Well, they got a good kicker. We've seen Chapman, the senior. I'd say if you get, right now you're in field goal range here. But again, depending on what happens with Roncalli, they did not get a good punt off the last time.
Yeah, he got about 15, 16 yards the last time. Even at a 16, let's say 25-yard punt, you need one big play to probably get in field goal range.
So the punter will come on. We mentioned the punt last time.
This is also, you remind your receiver, you use the fair catch if you need to.
Yeah. Whistler will punt it away.
High snap. Oh, almost got it.
Man, that was close.
There's the fair catch.
And that'll be at the 47.
Boy, that's textbook right there.
Yep.
So if I'm quarterback here, if I'm Coach Doyle, trust me, I'm not, but if I'm Coach Doyle, I'll run a flat or a post to the sidelines, get me down to at least a 25. I feel pretty comfortable.
All right, let's find out.
Okay.
Coach Myers.
Well, I said, I'm not Coach Doyle, so don't send me hate mail.
I won't.
Coach Doyle, don't call me tomorrow morning. Thanks you.
Football at the 48. Knet in the backfield. Ortega to throw, swing past Knet. Here comes the pressure. Gets by the defender. 45-40. It'll be a gain of about 8 on the pass play.
Don't need to hurry. Get back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, I tell you what, 72 just blocked his man right out in the gymnasium.
Knet, his second reception. We'll call that 7. This one is in the air and over the intended receiver. That was intended for Barraza, who just caught the touchdown pass.
Andrew Troy on the last play, Troy, took his defender about 15, 16 yards down the field. I think he was blocking.
I think so.
Yes, sir. Okay, 17 seconds. Still got 2 plays.
I tried another one.
Okay.
I've tried. Ortega had a good arm, had a good throw. And Barraza had his man, just kind of hurried it a little bit. Whistles will stop play again.
Timeout, Roncalli.
And Roncalli again, yep, they'll call the timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 14-7, Trojans on top.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
We never really realize how much we depend on electricity until the power goes out. Get those lights back on when you choose the certified electricians at Bertner Electric Incorporated. Locally owned and operated, we are a member of the Better Business Bureau and provide only the highest quality of customer service. For more information, give us a call today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you.
Football is at the 40. After the timeout by Roncalli, let's see what Bishop Chatard has in store at 3rd down and 2. RPO, the throw is short. instead of the intended receiver. So for Ortega, his 15th pass attempt tonight. He has only 25 on the season. It'll be 4th down and 2, and probably at this stage you just go ahead and go for it right here.
Well, you got time to run. Do you have enough time to down it, though? Because you have no timeouts left.
I don't think you have enough time. Because depending how far down field is, you got to get those big linemen down to get your kicker out there. I think you go for the end zone here or just try to run it out. Trips right, hash mark left. 4th down and 2, and a whistle will stop play. And believe it or not, Roncalli will call the timeout.
Because they only have 10 guys on the field right that time, Troy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I count 10.
Well, that would warrant a timeout.
Would warrant a timeout.
By the way, tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. They have locations in Indianapolis, Zionsville, Anderson, Columbus, and Lafayette. Contact them for more information at 317-472-7600. Morales Group, a proud sponsor of high school football in IndianaSRN.
Hey, football fans, if you like football, college football, I know Matthew is going to a wedding, and he said he's got his phone set for all 3 games tomorrow on IndianaSRN. Franklin versus University of Olivet, that's a 1:30 start. Manchester North Park, that's a 6 o'clock start. And DePaul and Rose-Hulman, the Battle of Terre Haute or Greencastle at 7 o'clock. So tune in, IHSAA. This is where you can catch the action.
By the way, what wedding are we talking about tomorrow?
I think it's just his friends.
Oh.
He's not getting married.
You need to remind him about the 3 rings of
Yeah,
marriage.
there you go.
All right, here we go. 4th down and 2. Football at the 40-yard line. They try to draw David Wilson in the middle there, offsides. Ortega will keep Kinnett in the lineup just to his right. Ortega hands off Kinnett, big hole, 35-30, and brought down at about the 28-yard line. 9 seconds remaining.
They're going to spike it right here.
And they will call the timeout after that gain of 12. They do have a chance here, as you see that run again by Kinnett.
Look how quickly they got up. The clock stops because of the first down, and then he slam dunked it. It's 2nd down. And they still have him as 1st down, and now the officials are talking. This has to be 2nd down.
I didn't think they got up there and got set in time to spike the football.
They did, though. So this has to be 2nd down.
Well, they still have 1st down on the board. They have 1st down on the field, so we will have to keep it at 1st down. Trips left. Ortega still has 9 seconds remaining. Kinnett in the backfield. Ortega to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now fires down the middle. Ball's going to be caught at the 5 and then brought down at about the 1-yard line. 1 second remaining. Gain of 27. Waybright will be the reception, making the reception, and I don't think they're going to have time right there to spike it and do anything. There's not tenths of the clock or hundredths of seconds on the clock.
Halftime.
Yep, they tried, but Waybright, his 2nd reception, and they get nothing out of it as we head to the locker room. Good effort, though, by Bishop Chatard, but we're at halftime. Well, what we kind of thought was going to happen, good start there for Roncalli. And then Bishop Chatard, after a slow start, they come back, get a couple of scores, and lead it here at halftime 14-7. So I guess really at this stage, no big surprises, but we still have a ball game.
You look at the keys, though, controlling the line of scrimmage. Roncalli, Chatard is definitely doing that now. The red zone only allowed them to score 1. Pressure on the quarterback, I think he went 4 for 4. He's lost. He's been 3 incomplete since. The quick start for Roncalli. But the ball control, it's a typical Roncalli Chatard game, right?
Well, last year was all Roncalli when it came to time of possession, and they still lost 17-14. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Our halftime guest is coming up in a few moments. We'll also run down some of the first half numbers if we get an opportunity to do so. Trojans lead at 14-7.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Burtner Electric Incorporated is fully licensed and bonded electrical contractor for your protection. Our electricians are available 24/7 for service calls and specialize in electrical service and storm damage repair. For more information, give us a call today.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
HCAC right here on IndianaSRN tomorrow. 3 big games for you again. Franklin and University of Olivet, Manchester, North Park, and DePaul, Rose-Hulman. You know a little bit about the Rose-Hulman-DePaul rivalry, don't you, Coach?
A little bit, and we've got some guys, nobody on Rose-Hulman's team this year, but we've had some players go there. We've had some at DePaul right now, so yeah.
Yep. Mike Harmon, the assistant athletic director, baseball coach, and fence repairer guy. Today when I got here, he was repairing some fences. Pretty good first half.
Well, we settled in, yeah. It was not a great start for us going 3 and out, and then costly penalty on defense on a 4th and 3, but settled in there and started moving the ball a little bit better, and got Connect going a little bit, and Ortega a few completions. But yeah, I mean, you knew this was going to be a back and forth game. Fewest mistakes, penalties, turnovers, etc. usually favors the team that's going to win it. So we'll see.
Colin Guy is begging to get on the field, and they hit his helmet.
Yeah, they took the helmet, which is not a good sign. But I think he got the kind of knee, Brandenburg's knee on his helmet when he went to make the tackle, and he was a little woozy coming off the field. I don't think we'll see Colin the rest of the night.
He was talking to everybody, though. I'm okay. Hey, I'm okay.
Right. But so, yeah, I don't. He was wobbly coming off the field.
Talk about the fall. It's been a pretty good fall season.
It's been a good start. Yeah, we've got everybody underway. Obviously, cross country, volleyball, tennis, golf, football. So yeah, pretty busy slate this weekend. Both teams, soccer teams, are at Guerin tomorrow in a conference matchup. So yeah, it's been busy. Good start, but we're about 3 weeks into the school year.
And we still hitting the baseball?
We're allowed to go 2 days a week right now in our 6-week open field. This was the first week. So, yeah, we had some guys. We got a lot of guys playing a fall sport, which is fine, but the guys that aren't took advantage of the good weather this week.
Your buddy Dan Ambrose was out taking infield the other day. Was happy to see that.
Yeah.
It's nice to see baseball. Talk a little bit about the conference and the rivalry between certain amount of schools, because it seems like everybody beats up on everybody in this conference.
It's obviously very competitive conference in all the sports. I'm not trying to be unbiased here, but I think baseball, top to bottom, every year our conference is really solid because there's just good pitching. Every team's got good pitching, which means it's going to be a really good baseball conference every year. Boys basketball. I mean, it's very competitive in all the sports. Roncalli volleyball this year is off to a really good start. You've got your normal rivalries that you had kind of before conference. Us and Roncalli has been a long-time rivalry from the 70s for Buff and Bishop Chatard because of the north side, then when Guerin opened. So there were some good rivalries to begin with. Conference-wise, though, it's very competitive in all the sports and all the schools. Heritage, Covenant, everybody's got good teams. So it's amped up a little bit, and I kind of laugh a little bit. We have a sportsmanship summit every year in the conference, which is great, but those are very heated contests every time we play conference opponent. I'm like, they know each other. The kids know each other from grade schools. You get social media factored in there, so it gets chippy. Good rivalries, but very intense competition. Let's say that.
Yeah, it is kind of funny to watch the games because the intense rivalry. Not only the players and the fans, but the coaches are a little bit of that too.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't know this, but you're a graduate of Bishop Chatard.
Bishop Chatard, class of '84. Yep. We're actually celebrating our first state championship, which was the fall of '83. It was my senior year. 40-year anniversary this year, and I could remember it like it was yesterday, but we're getting older. But yeah, so I've in my 25th year working here. I really enjoy it. Enjoyed my time as a student here. Enjoyed my time as a coach and an employee. So it's a good community.
The growth, though, from '84 to now is
the facilities have upgraded a little
bit.
But you know what? We didn't know any better back then, and it's what we had. And you just got used to playing at Arlington for all your home football games and made do with what we had. But yeah, we're a little bit landlocked, but we've done, I think, the best we can do with the upgrading facilities and keeping a lot of contests at home on campus, which helps. And the alumni group continues to grow. So, yeah, things are heading in a good direction.
Talk a little bit about your baseball field because there are colleges that use your diamond early. I know Butler's played here. We've done a couple of games of Butler's games that they have played here.
Right.
Does that relationship help you as a program and as the schools?
I mean, it's good for our guys to be able to come out and watch a little college baseball late February, early March to see, if they aspire to play in college. It's like, well, here's what you got and how do you measure up against them. But I coached for 3 years at Butler, so I knew that staff, and we were able to open up the field to get them over here in January and February some years when they're allowed to practice a little bit. And like I said, Ball State has played here. DePaul and Manchester play here every year. Franklin, Coach Marshall, has been able to bring his team up here. So, yeah, it certainly helps.
Now Coach Marshall, the new athletic director of Franklin College.
Yeah,
HCAC is part of our coverage as we do college football. Coach Marshall will be in our booth tomorrow, so I'm sure I'll let him know you said hello.
Yeah, tell him he still owes us some rental for the last year practicing up here. No, we're just kidding. But it's good. Those and when you have the turf and you get the snow off the field and they're able to get out here, it certainly helps them. It's a little better than practicing indoors in the winter, and then you try to get out and play your first game and haven't been outside all year. So it's fun to have the colleges up here.
We're back in 2 weeks, so if you need some help, I'll get here early. I can help you with the gates. Not a problem.
Yeah, I'm not very handy, but I will try to fix a lot of things, but sometimes I probably make them worse.
Talk about the coverage of IndianaSRN. It's got to be helping you. It's now we're doing a lot more for you guys.
Right. Not only in football, but, in the winter with basketball. I know you've been able to do some volleyball contests, but it's great for alums. It's great for grandparents who can't make it if they live out of town, can't make it in. I mean, we get a healthy home crowd, but certainly I had 3 or 4 calls today from 2 o'clock on that say, hey, we can't make it. Is the game being streamed? Where can we watch it? And boom, IndianaSRN will cover it and gives them good coverage like they're right here watching the game, and it certainly helps.
You want to tell my producer what you called me when I walked in?
I forget what it was. Can we say it on air?
Yeah.
I forget what I said.
Keith Myers has arrived.
Oh, yes. Keith announces his presence with authority like Nuke LaLoosh. But he was here He was here early, 3 hours before kick to get things set up.
Got to get things set up.
It's a well-oiled machine that they prepare very well for. So, yes.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Keith. Thanks for having us on. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay. Stats coming your way in just a few minutes.
We got Ray Morey coming on board with stats.
Ray, we'll be back after this.
to you. Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
The stat man is with us, Ray. Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
How
are you, Keith?
Did you miss us last week?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Were you at
yeah.
UVI?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
How long you been doing the stats here?
19 years.
Yeah.
Older than most of these kids. Well, all these kids, I guess.
Old hat. Roncalli scored first with Colin Ash on a 1-yard run, made it 7-0. Then Chatard scores 2 in the second. Ortega on an 8-yard run, made it 7-7. And Roland Bassi on a 13-yard pass made it 14-14. But you got more stats than that for us.
I do. For the Trojans, the rushing yardage of 88 yards on 20 carries. For the Royals, 19 yards on 14 carries. In the passing department, the Trojans have 97 yards on 8 of 16, whereas the Royals are 33 yards on 4 of 9. So for a total of 185 yards for the Trojans and 42 for the Royals.
What a week has made a difference. 92 degrees last week, 81, and the wind is blowing. And where you are, you get that little stiff breeze I don't know how you earned that spot, but
19 years does it.
Okay, there you go. So when I'm here 19 years, there you go. Chatard really came out a little flat, don't you think, Fred?
They did. Very similar to the first game of the year against Brebeuf. So.
And but this game is not far from over. I mean, last year was 17-14. Roncalli, Troy was telling Roncalli ran 72 plays last year and only scored 17 points. Chatard had 35 plays and scored 14, made it 17-14. That's what kind of game this is tonight, too.
Exactly. Yeah, last year it was very much a tie. Well, it was a tie game with like a minute to go, and Chatard fumbled the ball on a completed pass at the 50-yard line and gave up a field goal with 4 seconds to go. So.
Talk a little bit about the conference. You've been around it long enough. Do you enjoy? You watch the conference? Pretty solid conference right here.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of fun. The fans are great when we have, whether we're playing here or we're playing at Guerin or wherever. It's great fan support, and the kids do a great job too. You notice that we've got a heck of a student population here today.
Yeah, a lot of cowboy hats, a lot of cowboys, a lot of cows down here as well. When the Smurfs came out 2 weeks ago, I think that topped it all. Finally, you made note of this, that the Heartland Conference is playing here on IndianaSRN. We got 3 big games tomorrow. You don't even have to stay home. You can just stay home.
I can just stay here and don't even leave, right?
Franklin and University of Olivet, North Point and Manchester, and Rose-Hulman and DePaul tomorrow, here on the network.
Yep. Sounds good.
See you next. I guess we're off next week. We're back in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks is.
2 weeks is that Columbus North? But we're down there. We're at Columbus North.
I'm not sure.
I have to think about who we.
Here's the tease, Ray. Look on the website. IndianaSRN has the website.
There you go.
Ray, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Keith.
All right.
Take care.
We'll see Ray next time we're here. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, the scoreboard with Troy Derogowski right after this.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Time for our scoreboard at halftime. It's brought to you by our good friends at Piper Logistics.
I will remind the viewers of some of the games that were on the top 10 of Keith Meyer's games of the week. But we'll get those in a moment.
Do you have to even bring that up?
Well, let me get the first one here. Evansville Memorial and Evansville Central was one of your games, right?
Yes, sir.
28-0 second quarter.
Memorial,
okay. Yes.
All right.
Also, Ben Davis leading Pike in the second quarter, 45-0.
Wow, did Pike come off the bus?
No, they apparently did not. Also tonight, Brebeuf is winning their game, 24-7. Zionsville is now leading number 7 Westfield at halftime, 17-14.
Who is Brebeuf playing?
Let's see here. They are playing. Hold on a second.
No problem. This is called filling.
I'm going down the line,
okay.
and then you asked me to go back.
Well,
I'll come back to that game.
Okay,
How's
great.
that sound?
Thank you, sir.
Let me get you some of the other scores that you might have missed. Carmel leading Detroit King 8-0, second quarter. Crown Point and Maryville, one of my top games, 6-0 in the first quarter.
I tell you what, Maryville's really good. So is Crown Point.
By the way, the one game, I do want to mention one game I did miss, and we'll get to that in a moment. Franklin Central now leading Brownsburg 21-14 at halftime.
Wow.
Also tonight, I don't know if this is true or not, Fort Wayne Carroll leading Fort Wayne South 69-0 at halftime.
Oh, wow.
I'd hate to be in that game. Also, let me get down here. Center Grove leading Trinity 7-0 in the third.
That's a fast game.
That's very. Park Tudor losing to Shortridge 24-23. That was one of my games, too. Guerin leading Heritage Christian 18-7. No score in that big Kokomo Logansport game that was previewed earlier.
It's just really tight. It's just a tight score.
Cecina leading Covenant Christian 14-6. Mount Vernon, how about this one in Greenfield Central? Greenfield Central 35-28.
Now, don't count out Mount Vernon. They won on the last play last week.
Yeah, that's still too close on that.
You got 4 seconds before we wrap this
up.
All
right, New Pal, Yorktown 14-9. New Pal leading that game. We will come back, second half action here from Bishop Chatard, 14-7 Trojans.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Welcome back to the second half. IndianaSRN. Roncalli gets the ball, do they not?
They get the football to begin this third quarter, yes. And narrowly escaping Bishop Chatard at the end of the second quarter when Bishop Chatard had a chance to maybe even put 3 on the board, but they failed to get any points. And so that's where we stand at 14-7. It has not been a big offensive game, as you heard the stat man at halftime. When you think Ortega, 114 yards passing, Kinnett, 67 yards rushing, those are your two leaders on one side. Ash only 33 yards in the air, and Brandenburg 18 yards rushing. So at least from a standpoint for Roncalli, they need to get their offense going.
Yeah, they do. They really do. And but this is how we talked about this all the time. This is a grind. It's been like this for a long time. Bray said last year, as you mentioned, as dominated as Roncalli had the ball time of possession, they just win by 3 at 4 seconds left. in regulation.
Well, how many games have you seen where time of possession, you're basically almost a third down and plays 72-34, and yet you still win the game?
That's right.
All right, it'll be a return here for Roncalli. That's Brandenburg on the return again out to about the 27, and that's where Roncalli will take over 1st and 10. Barraza there on the tackle on special teams, and you know, when you think about what Bishop Chatard does, these guys, a lot of them, most of them play both ways, even on special teams.
What a cool night, though, to play. I mean, it's still a little warm, but a nice little breeze. But look down at the flag, it is stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a perfect night.
We've had some great weeks.
Yeah.
Week 3, and let's hope we can continue to get 8 more weeks.
All right, first down here for Roncalli at the 27-yard line. Ash going to keep it himself. Didn't get much, maybe to the 30, and that was about it, or just across the 30. Didn't get quite to the 31. Big gain of 3. Feeney on the tackle.
Yep, Feeney's been in a lot of tackles today.
Boy, and he gets going, and you watch him blitz. He's coming off that left
wing.
side.
Yes, sir.
He's tough. Ash to throw. Out of the reach of the intended receiver. That's Benich.
A little bit of pressure there by the defensive line.
Ash at halftime was 5 of 9, 33 yards. He is 1 of his last 6.
A little bit more pressure maybe they put on him?
You know, it's hard to say. I mean, he's young, only a sophomore. He's up against maybe the 4 best linebackers
in the state.
Yeah.
You bet.
Across the board, you're going to see, because they're quick, and they will come after you. Ash to throw again. This one is going to be caught. It's going to be a first down, I do believe, at about the 37, 38-yard line. On the reception, Christian Sweezy.
Sweezy hung on that ball. He got hit hard. He gets that first down. He goes right to the sticks. Yeah, got right to the sticks. Boy, he almost gave up the first down, but good call by the official. Good spot. First down.
Sweezy, by the way, averaging over 15 yards a catch on the season. His first catch of the night. Handoff, Roncalli running the football. That's going to be Dozier on the carry. He'll get to the 42. That'll be gain of 4.
AC has just walked into the building.
I saw him drive up, by the way. He got a special parking spot right over there.
I love this, man. If we can get a shot, maybe we can get a shot at AC.
Well, he's got the crowd going. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Roncalli. They're going to run the football. That's Dozier. Big hole. First down all the way to the Bishop Chatard 48-yard line.
You got to watch the zone on Channel 8 tonight. Check out the highlights, and with the Chatard fan going nuts, Anthony Calhoun.
By the way, that 10-yard run there by Dozier, the biggest run of the night for Roncalli. Dozier again gets the call over the left side, another big hole, and he got on top of a defender and might have gotten all the way to the 40-yard line.
He sure did. They have found something in the middle of that line.
They'll think about you have Sisk, Jaffe.
Oh, he just ran over 2 defenders.
Yeah.
It's the momentum of football. It's just so different.
So football at the 40. It'll be 2nd down and 2. They'll stack him on the near side. Ash to throw, pumps, throws in the flat. Dozier, 40, 35, 30, and upcut right there. Big time hit, but a first down all the way to the 28-yard line. That's good enough for 22 yards on the pass play to Dozier.
$18-7, Guerin over Heritage.
Handoff, nothing there. Looks like Dozier on the carry, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Four different receivers have caught a football tonight for Roncalli. We are coming up on the 9-minute mark here in the third. Roncalli trying to tie the game. Brandenburg resets in the backfield. Ash will carry it himself to about the 26.
Nice job by the offensive line.
Ash now with 3 carries, 6 yards, has a touchdown tonight. So it's going to be 3rd and about 8 right here. I like the pace. If I'm Roncalli right now, I'm taking my time.
Well, you know what? They throttled it, and then all of a sudden they got control across the 50, and then they just put it back into second gear, didn't they?
Yeah. Ash to throw. Rolling. Has time to run and will tuck it under himself. Loses the football, but it goes out of bounds. They're going to spot him right at the 19-yard line.
And a late flag, and I don't know what it's for yet. Be very interesting. He seemed like he threw the ball out of bounds. Let's take a look at this. Here's the rollout. There's the hit.
I think
he just lost it.
Yeah. So we got to wait and see. It'll be a gain of 7 if it stands. Haven't had very many flags. We had kind of a few there in the second quarter, but
I think total of 5.
It's going to go against Roncalli, so you can take that run off the board. I'm not seeing exactly what the official call was, did you?
I think they declined it.
Huh. So it's going to be 4th down.
I think it might have been against Chatard, and they declined.
Huh. Well, Ash will get credit for the 7 yards.
4th and 1.
Big play right here both ways. Ash out of the shotgun. They got him jumping again. The second time we've seen this tonight.
And what happened there, though, the tight end was offline, moved to the front line. Watch this. Look at the tight end. Quarterback then tells him to move up. There's the movement of the offense, and then here comes the defense.
Yep. I couldn't tell who that was there. I thought it was Matt Woods there for a moment, but I don't think it was Woods who jumped, so it'll be 1st down. Football is at the 14-yard line. Handoff right side. Looked like that might have been Brandenburg on the carry, and it was. They'll put him down at the 12. Gain of just 2.
Benson on the tackle.
9 carries now for Brandenburg. He has yet to get over 5 yards on any one carry so far tonight. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
But he's been the workhorse, right?
Yep. He and Dozier, 9 and 7 carries. Benish is back in the ball game. He'll be the lone setback. You see Roncalli stacking 3 receivers here on the near side, and they'll blow it dead.
It's a false start.
Yep, another penalty.
I do believe the tight end moved a little bit too quick. Here's the snap count.
Yep, there.
Oh, yeah, he left. Yeah.
It was a little bit.
Just a little. Come on, ref.
Give him a break. He didn't mean to.
He said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I heard him.
That's never good enough, is it?
Nope.
So it'll be 2nd down. Football at the 17-yard line. Swing pass and knocked down at the 15-yard line. And there is Ryan Keening again. He's cut down a couple of runners here tonight.
He just comes 5 yards up, and he shoots the gap, and he's right there.
Gain of just 2 on the pass play.
Under 7 minutes to play in this third quarter.
By the way, that was Benish on the reception, his first of the night. 3rd down and 10.
He left early again.
Big, costly penalties right here for Roncalli.
He's just one cadence a little faster than everyone else. And you know, the tough thing is the referee is right there watching that. So that's an easy play to call if you're right there looking at it.
That's Elsner. Second penalty in this drive. But still a lot of time coming off the clock. They have had the football since the beginning of the third quarter. We're almost to the 6-minute mark. 3rd down at about 15. Ash has a man, overthrows him inside the 5-yard line. As it falls incomplete.
You got to go for 3 here, right? Don't you?
I think you need to get something on the board. They're going to bring in their kicker, and we mentioned he has a really good leg. Levi Whistler. Hash mark. Right side. 37-yard attempt. Roncalli trying to make it a 4-point ball game right here. High snap, the kick is on the way. We told you he had a great leg, and it is no good. Wide to the right.
Wow, what a bullet they dodged.
I think if the snap is good, I think it was a little bit high right there. Had to bring it down.
Yep. The holder had to bring it, and then he had to change the laces too, because you can't kick the laces.
I saw that in a movie once.
I was told if you kick the laces, it just dies on you.
Does it?
I don't
they wouldn't let me kick, so Bishop Chatard.
I know now when Matt Stein played for Butler and he was their kicker, he always never kicked with this.
He just kicked it.
He just kicked the ball.
1st down and 10 football at the 20. First time that Bishop Chatard has had it here in the second half. Riley Kinnett on the carry. A bevy of tacklers are there, and he got 1 yard.
You know, Matt played with Charlie Brown, so when he got ready to kick, Lucy would,
You know, Tom Dempsey had the longest field goal for a while
with
at
a
63 yards with half a foot.
Yep.
Yeah. And that time he was a straightaway kicker.
Yep, but they don't have those anymore.
No, those are long
gone.
2nd down and 9. You see Ortega checking the sideline as they change the play, perhaps right here. Once the guys upstairs see something that they need to make a change, they'll get it down quickly. Handoff Kinnett about to the maybe 24.
They took the whole entire 40-second play clock for that one.
Kinnett, his 18th carry of the night. Mentioned at halftime he had 67 yards rushing. Add another 4 to that, he's up to 71. So that's going to be 3rd down and 6. We mentioned Colin Guy still out. He will not play tonight. He's in concussion protocol here this evening. Ortega has time, throws over the middle, ball caught. There's Forrestall at the 30, 35, got the first down. See where they mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
This is a nice little throw at the flat. Catch the ball, yells bingo. People blocking downfield.
Like the stiff arm?
I do like the stiff arm.
So the football at the 34-yard line. First down here for the Trojans, trying to go to 3-0 on the year, the defending state champions. And boy, last year Roncalli lost that tough one to East Central in overtime in the semi-state. Kinnett on the carry, and I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, but he took a shot early in that one.
Roncalli in 4A, Chatard in 3A. this conference is brutal with Buff, Guerin Catholic, throw Heritage Christian in the mix.
Certainly earn it every night. Second down and 10 here for the Trojans. Ortega, RPO, throws, ball caught on the far side and driven out of bounds near the 39-yard line. Is going to be Barraza once again on the reception. We'll put it again at the 39-yard line, a gain of 5. You know, Barraza, 4 receptions tonight. He is, I'm sure, playing in place of Colin Guy and really doing a nice job stepping in. 4:03 remaining here in the third. 4 receivers now in the lineup. We'll work on the hash mark to the right side. Kinnett on the carry and gets tripped up at the last second. Shoestring tackle right there at the 42-yard line. We'll see Heidelberger on the tackle, one of the reserve linebackers there for Roncalli.
Big 4th down here.
4th down and 2. They have to get to the 44-yard line. Ortega working under center. Now he'll make the changes and shift his 2 tight ends to the left side. Ortega turns, hands off. Kinnett gets grabbed, and I don't think he made it. Stopped short at the 43-yard line. Big defensive stop there for Roncalli. Take another look at it.
Had everything they wanted. Maybe, nice tackle. 14, 44, 8 was in those. Nice job. So we got 3:12 left in this third quarter. Now, here comes the defensive struggles.
Yeah. By the way, Casey Horton, the one player talking about there, right there for Roncalli. So now the Royals take over at the 43-yard line. Handoff down to the 40. So gain of about 3. On the carry is Dozier.
Matthew Woods on the tackle.
Dozier, his 8th carry of the night. Boy, the yards, though, have been tough coming for Roncalli here tonight. Tight end will reset to the right. Rolling is Ash. Dumps it. Ball caught. Got to the 39 and a big hit.
My goodness. Tight end took that hit.
That's Elsner once again.
Eddie Benson on that tackle.
It's only a gain of 1. Elsner making his 5th reception of the night. So again, the nose of the football right at the 39-yard line. James Guthrie, one of the 2 receivers in the ball game now to the near side. Brandenburg will reset in the backfield. Ash throws, got hit immediately, and guess who? Sam Feeney coming off that right side, and he laid it into Ash right there.
I tell you what, Troy, Chatard seemed like they knew where they were. Look at the defensive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in the back. There's the hit.
Oh,
he's not even close to being to the ball. And now we got an injury.
It's Ash. I mean, he went when his head snapped back, but they're looking at his right knee, but his head snapped back and hit that turf really hard. We'll take a timeout. 1:56 to go in the third. 14-7 Trojans.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Roncalli will punt the football away. It'll be a good punt, and fair caught at the 5-yard line, and that'll be not great field position for Bishop Chatard, but let me remind you that, boy, how many times they can get the football and run 8-9 minutes off the clock.
The interesting thing, I like the fair catch because I think if you took that ball and you're going to bounce it, you have no idea where that ball is going to go.
Yeah.
It can go straight backwards or it could go, and both Roncalli receivers downfield to get that ball as well.
All right, 1:26 to go here in the third. Last year was 17-14. Both offenses have had a few good moments tonight, but it has been tough gaining yards, as that is a gain to the 7-yard line. That's going to be Riley Kinnett once again.
I don't think you put the ball up here. I think you run 4 plays and get out of Dodge. Under a minute to play is they can run this thing down to about 35 seconds.
2nd down and 8. Horton gets credit for the tackle. Kinnett will stay in the ball game as the lone setback. Ortega to throw, near side, way bright at the 10, and gets out to the 15-yard line. Should be good enough for a first down. That'll be a gain of 7.
Wow. Were you surprised as much as I am?
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe not as much, because I think Ortega does a great job at getting rid of the ball quickly, and he's very good on those real short passes. Waybright making his 3rd reception. By the way, Sam Feeney coming in now as an extra tight end. And only one receiver is split out. Now they'll have 2. Jack Stedham is one of the other ones on the right side. Ortega to throw, and nobody there. Stedham was at the 35. One receiver was coming up the middle, and that was Peraza, and it went right in between them.
And that was a little bit behind him and short. But it was first down. Here comes the play. There's the rollout. Oh, he just turned the wrong way, I think, Troy.
Yep. Yep, Peraza should have went to the right, went up the field, and we have an incomplete pass.
That's why they're teenage boys.
2nd down and 10. Football stays at the 15-yard line. Stack trips to the right and a little bit too much jumping up front. They're going to get big number 72, Nathan Turner.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the first penalty on the defensive line today for Roncalli. Oh, just got that big frame going, couldn't stop it.
Yep. Well, and give Ortega a little credit on that, too. Probably hard count.
Yeah.
12 seconds remaining. Football again at the 20-yard line. Play clock down to 10. Ortega will give it to Kinnett. Across the 25, near the 27-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7. That's the 22nd carry tonight for Ortega, and they're going to let the clock run out here in the third. We head to quarter number 4. Trojans on top of this one, 14-7.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week. showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Hey, Troy, what are you doing tomorrow?
I think I'm heading to Franklin College for College Football Saturday.
Yes, College Football Saturday on IndianaSRN. We'll leave I think we're leaving at 10:30 tomorrow morning, right?
Yes.
We've been invited to the tailgate party. Cannot wait.
I bet.
You just, just hang in with me. Franklin and University of Olivet, Manchester, North Park, and DePaul, Rose-Hulman are the 3 games on the Family of Networks.
Football at the 27. Bishop Chatard again will stack it up on the near side, right at the hash mark. Ortega hands off Kinnett over the left side, bulls his way near the 35, will put him down at the 34. Gain of 7. That young man right there, Riley Kinnett, 165 pounds, but he runs like he's about 195.
What did we call him? A bowling ball last time I think we were here, because he was just knocking people over.
Norm Bulash. Look that name up.
That's real good.
Yeah. 2nd down and 3. Kinnett, nothing this time.
Mike Harmon called me Norm Bulash at halftime.
Did he?
Yeah. When I came in today, he says, Keith Myers has arrived in the building. Memorial leads 49-0 at halftime.
That's one of your games, right?
Yes, sir. I guess I won't have to be watching that one tonight.
I'll try to help you next week on those games.
I appreciate that. I'll get together. Maybe I should come to production meeting more often.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Okay, good.
Trips near side. 3rd down here for Bishop Chatard. Kinnett, and he's not going to get the first down. Good defense there by Roncalli. They play very stiff up front.
4th and 1. You got to go for it. Your defense is playing.
I would say so. Boy, but it's dangerous. They didn't get the last 4th down call. Football at the 36. Big defensive potential stop right here for Roncalli. You dial up Kinnett again. Play clock down to 7. Ortega again out of the shotgun. Kinnett up the middle, got the first down.
Boy,
he put him at the 39.
He went through the guard tackle and he shot out of there almost like a cannon. Look how fast he shot out of this thing. There's the hole.
Well, that was almost like an option read there for Ortega, and Kinnett got the ball at the last second.
And as you mentioned, Chatard has been known to run off 8 minutes.
They can. So it'll be 1st down, football again at the 39-yard line. Kinnett, so far 26 carries tonight. Ortega to throw, ball tipped in the air and incomplete at the 40. Boy, if that bounces up a little bit higher, by the way, Ryan Keating, the intended receiver, that could have been really dangerous.
Broken up by number 35, Ben Brandenburg.
That ball was up in the air a long time, folks.
Ortega came into the ball game 15 of 25 tonight. He's thrown the football 22 times. They must have really felt good about his practice this week to be able to throw the ball even more. He's going to throw again. And another incomplete pass intended for Forrestal at the 45-yard line. Nice job there defensively by J.J. Pendergast. 3 straight incomplete passes for Ortega.
And this is not what Chatard wants because they want the clock to run. Now the clock is stands still at 9. And the student body over Roncalli is jamming.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 10. 4 wideouts in the ball game. And they'll give it to Kinnett, and Kinnett gets hit immediately, still on his feet, but brought down. And the first one to get him, inside linebacker Ben Brandenburg.
Brought down by number 35, Brandenburg.
And somebody is hurt. It might be Brandenburg. Football's going to be at the 41-yard line. Gain of only 2.
Brings up 4th down for the Trojans.
It's not Brandenburg who is down.
Trainer's out on the field.
Okay, now you're going to look at the two plays, the two pass plays where they tried to get those quick hitters.
Maybe run the ball there.
And run the ball.
Yep.
But, yeah, listen, we think about it. You just don't know. You see something, the coordinator sees something, and
yeah. And the cool thing is we can second and third guess, and coaches understand that.
Yeah.
They can't second and third guess. They got to go with their gut. And 9 times out of 10, they're better off than we are.
Well, the other thing is still got to make a quick decision.
Yep. We want to thank Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time, located in Indianapolis, Zionsville, Anderson, Columbus, Lafayette. Contact them at 317-472-7600. And thanks also to Wheeler Mission, bargain hunters, treasure seekers. Find a new place to go shopping. Visit our store at 8640 East 96th Street in Fishers. Thank you for helping us meet our mission. Wheeler Mission Thrift Store. Been there the other day, was looking for some things.
You get it?
Did not have my size.
Oh.
But you suggested me get a football jersey. I'll wait till.
Did they have jerseys?
Yeah, they did.
Really?
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of old Colts jersey.
No
Some number like 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
By the way, that was Horton, the middle linebacker there for Roncalli, who got hurt. So now Bishop Chatard will have to punt the football away, and this is a shank to the near side. And it's going to go out of bounds. Feeney just had that one go off the side of his foot, and
right at the 45.
Roncalli's going to have excellent field position.
You know, just it's an art.
It is.
I don't know how you can kick a heavy ball like that.
Well, and you don't do it that much when you're Bishop Chatard. Punting is not as something that they average 4 or 5 a game.
Right.
Ash is back in. He'll be joined by Zach Dozier in the backfield. See how much time the Royals can run off the clock here. They need points on the board, trailing it by 7. And there was movement on that right side again. That is 3 false start penalties they have had in the last 2 possessions.
In the last 7 plays.
Yeah. Who moved?
On the far side here.
Yep.
Oh, he left early. Yep.
Tackle because he wanted to pull.
Well, he was going to pull, and I think they're going to run student body right.
So it's going to be first down and 15. Roncalli led 7-0. They haven't scored since. The offense has struggled. Here's the carry by Dozier. Nothing again. Might have gone back to the line of scrimmage.
Second, and we'll call it 15.
Matt Woods gets credit for the tackle, and his fan club is here. Dozier's carried the ball 9 times tonight. His biggest gain was 10 yards. Here's a little pitch, and nothing doing. How about that play by number 85 for Bishop Chatard? That was Sully Cure.
You think Chatard probably saw that on film last week?
Wow, -5, back to the 34.
Is this an incomplete pass because he shoveled it? Is that a completed pass and then loss?
Yeah.
Tam Sweet and Savory Cafe, good food for breakfast, lunch, delicious baked goods. Check out our daily specials. Open 8 to 2 Tuesday through Sunday.
3rd down and 19 here for Roncalli. Man in motion, Ash to throw down the middle and knocked down at the last second. What a great defensive play. And that was your defensive back, Ryan Keating, doing it again. You're not going to see a better play than this.
He stretched out for this ball. Watch this.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. That's...
Boy, and let me tell you, with Christian Sweezy at 6'2", 200, big target right there. We have seen Ryan Keating come up with some big tackles, and no bigger pass defensive play than that one right there. And now Roncalli has to give the football back.
Nice boot.
What will Bishop Chatard do here inside the 25 on the spin? Not a big return, but nonetheless for Jack Stedham. Football be placed at the 27.
Got a late flag.
Brought down by number 0, Carson Lee.
And now we wait and see who this penalty is on. Now the defenses on both sides really have just been very, very good tonight. And you got to think
illegal
about,
shift. He had an illegal shift against Roncalli. That's a 5-yard penalty. So they're going to re-kick. Can't put time back on the clock.
Nope.
So you lost 7 seconds there or so.
You know, we had mentioned Horton, who went out for Roncalli a little bit ago. Hopefully he's okay. It looked like he had a cramp. He has played well tonight defensively. You talk about Brandenburg. He's played really well. Special teams, running the football, playing that middle linebacker position. And then, of course.
Oh, they went and come and got that.
Yeah, almost did. Another short punt. You know, Feeney had a excellent play moments ago. Benson. We haven't heard much
my
from
goodness.
Tremaine, though. Yeah.
Troy, look at this. This is going all the way back to the 40-yard line.
Now they put it at the 43.
43.
Yeah. Wow. Excellent field position.
Well, here's what you need to do. If you want to call me coach, I will be more than happy to.
Coach, what are you going to do?
Going to run the ball for 7 minutes and 23 seconds.
You know, they probably would have minded if it were back maybe at the 30, 35-yard line, because you get a little extra time to run some more plays and perhaps take more time off the clock, but they'll take it right here. Hand off up the middle, and there's Kinnett again, dives ahead to the 37.
They will not be in a hurry to snap this ball.
Brought down by number 3, Prendergast, and number 35.
Pendergast and Brandenburg, the two fine inside linebackers there for Roncalli.
High school football next week on IndianaSRN. I think we're at Warren Central.
Yeah. That's at Warren, right?
At Lawrence.
At Lawrence.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At Lawrence Central.
Yes, sir.
2nd down and 4. Hand off. In fact, Shaw in the ball game. We haven't seen him carry the football tonight, and he'll get to the 36. Only a gain of 1. Shaw came into this one with 90 yards on 14 carries, but it's been Riley Kinnett tonight with 28 carries. You got to start thinking, if you're Roncalli right here, when do you start trying to take some timeouts? Each team still has 3. Ortega, he has a good look at that play clock, and he's going to run it down. He's got it down to 8 and a recheck at the sidelines. Looks like they'll stay with the same called play. 3rd down and 3. Ortega up the middle. First down all the way to the 21-yard line.
Now I think they changed that play because the offensive quarter switched from 1 to 2, and I'm not sure. Let's watch the sideline. There's the offensive quarter. Yeah, it was too late there. But I tell you what, that's a great play. He had that in the gut all the way. Oh,
That was against Bishop Chatard. I'm not sure that I saw what it was. Here we go. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Bishop Chatard after the first down carry, but it marks him back 15 yards, right? Chains are a little bit messed up on the other side. Still a first down, though.
Still a first down.
But back to the 36. Now, again, that may not be a bad thing when you consider you have
Because of
more
the
real
clock.
estate to work with.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good call. I don't know you don't want to unsportsmanlike conduct.
No. Shaw on the carry. Inside the 35, down to about the 32. That'll be a gain of 4.
40-second play clock just started, so they could run this down to under 5.
Yeah. Well, again, Roncalli has 3 timeouts, but they know they need to hold on to those timeouts for the offense. Trying to get that ball back and tie this game up. Shaw again on the carry. May get
a yard.
one. Yeah, Brandenburg, there he is again. I'm going to say no gain on that one.
If you're Chatard, you would like to have a couple more first downs.
Yep.
Would you not?
I would love to have him. You're really in the driver's seat here. You're going to run down time. If you score quickly.
You're giving them opportunities.
Well, but Roncalli, they would have to score twice then.
That's true.
So really everything is in your court at this point if you're Bishop Chatard. Ortega to throw. Sideline, and nothing there. Pass intended here for Jack Stedham. 4 straight incomplete passes now for Ortega.
You punt here or do you kick here?
I don't think they're going to try a field goal here, would they? Because Feeney's in. He's going to punt it away.
Got to aim for the old coffin corner.
Yeah. Now, Feeney did not hit his last one very well. So he's going to try to pin Roncalli deep on this one. Plenty of protection. Got a good leg into it. That's a heck of a punt. Unfortunately, though, it goes into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
But really, no harm, no foul there. Ball gets at the 20-yard line. You got 80 yards and 4 minutes and 18 seconds to play.
Your producer's kind of a hard-nosed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I adjusted my mic. I said it's now you got 80 yards to go with 4:18 to play. You got 3 timeouts left. Chatard has 3 timeouts left. Don't forget college football tomorrow on the network. I'm looking forward to going down to Franklin. Should be fun.
It's a beautiful ballpark and beautiful atmosphere.
We were a couple times down there last year. You know, last year I think we did 7 games. This year we're doing 22, 25, something like that.
That's a lot of games.
Good games.
First down and 10 here for Colin Ash and Roncalli. They'll try to run it near side, and there's nothing there. Maybe a yard.
Dozier on the carry.
That's going to be Dozier.
Okay, and that looks like he's talking to the trainers.
Well, that wouldn't be good news to lose him, though.
We'll keep an eye on that.
Clock down to 3:49. Still 3 timeouts for Roncalli. Dozier stays in. Ash will reset his tight end to the right. Keeper by Ash. Tripped up. Might have gotten back. Maybe to the 21. There just wasn't much there. Feeney's there on the outside. Tough to run against him.
Feeney has stayed home a lot to get a lot of those. Under 3:17 now in running. This could it? Nah, it can't be 4 down territory, could it?
I would think so. I don't
think.
Yeah.
Or you don't think so? Okay.
I think they do. They've got to go for it. 3rd down and 9. Ash. Sideline. Intercepted. Picked off by Zach Garner, and then some extracurricular activity. As you saw right there, Brandenburg upset about that interception, but that may seal it right there on the interception by Zach Garner.
Here's the throw.
We just underthrew him.
Well, he wouldn't have got it.
Yeah, but he underthrew him.
Yeah, about a yard.
Brandenburg trying to strip the football.
He was trying to strip the football.
Yep.
Colin Guy dives in and gets the high five to his guy that caught the ball. That's leadership right there.
Yeah.
I told you I could play, Coach. Yeah. I like that leadership.
Yeah, I do too. Trips left.
Run the football, right?
Well, and then Roncalli's going to have to start burning timeouts. They've got to have some time with a football. That'll be Shaw, and he might get to the line of scrimmage. We'll put it at the 45, and there's one timeout right there. So gain of 1. Shaw, by the way, carrying the football because Riley Kinnett, as we said earlier, was on the sidelines. We're not sure if he's hurt or not.
We'd like to thank the corporate sponsors that made this possible. And if you like to have a sponsorship as well on IndianaSRN, you can contact us at coach@IndianaSRN. We'll work with everybody's budget.
Yeah.
Be happy to put more kids on the internet. Officially Human, Tam Sweet and Savory Cafe, Wheeler Mission and Thrift Store, Boilermaker Local 374. I got Purdue on my mind.
I know you do.
Morales Group and Piper Logistics, just a great group of people to be able to do that. We're glad that we're part of the Chatard family. If you like to have any questions or comments, please send us an email at coach@indianasrn.org. We also want to thank the hospitality, the Trojan Horse. Once again, I have never seen Matt Stein eat as many hot dogs tonight that I have.
Hey, listen, if it's free, it's for him.
Yeah, I mean, and congratulations to our new camera girl, Sierra. Nice job tonight, Sierra. Good job. No, the record at 9 hot dogs is still good.
Still good, is it? Here's Shaw again. Got to the 43-yard line.
You know who owns that 9 hot dog?
You?
Nope. No. Sean Kroll.
Oh, Sean Kroll.
9, yeah. You know, Sean is no longer with us. He's now at Hamilton Southeastern doing his thing, and you know we can pick on him because he usually doesn't listen to the show. Though he did watch last week.
Oh, he did. Yeah, because he texted in.
Yeah, he said you did a good job.
Yeah. Oh, well, bless his heart.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Who'd you work with last week?
Was it you again?
No,
it was
Ryan Thomas.
No.
Yeah. Ryan
Thomas.
Cathedral graduate.
Not Ryan. Is it? What's it?
Jarrett Thomas.
Jarrett.
I know a Ryan Thomas, but that's not it.
Yeah, he's probably going, what?
Yeah, he's on vacation.
Oh, already?
Well, you know.
He works one game and goes on vacation.
Wait a minute, he's a pro player. He probably needed to rest. Seattle loves him.
He did a great job, by the way.
He will be back next week, I'm sure. Not with you, though.
No, because you and I will be together again.
Of course.
Yes.
Someone's got to carry you.
Thank you. They're down in 7. Second timeout used there by Roncalli. They have 1 remaining. This time Ortega will keep it 40, 35. Flag is down. It's going to come back.
Got a hold.
Oh. Ortega's got to be going, you got to be kidding me. I don't know if it was Charlie Wright or it was Harrison Campbell they got there, but it was one of those two guys. And you know what makes that even more frustrating is the play was already downfield when the hold happened.
There's the hold right there, Troy.
Yep.
That's a great call by the official staying with that, though, because he opened up the hole by taking the guy down. I mean, you can hold him, but you can't tackle him.
No. Ortega had a run of 15 earlier. That would have been very close to 15 again, but it's all the way back to the 49-yard line.
And Roncalli calls their last timeout. We'll take one with him with 2:35 to play.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Roncalli just using their final timeout. 2:35 remaining. Unless somehow the Royals can come up with a turnover right here. Bishop Chatard will keep it on the ground. Big hole on the near side by Shaw, I do believe, down to the 45. That'll be a gain of 4. So it looks like Riley Kinnett is done for the night. So we're looking at 4th and 9.
Roncalli's still in this, though. Right?
Well,
they'll have plenty. They'll have time.
Yep.
No timeouts. That's going to hurt them.
That'll hurt them. Feeney will come in to punt it away. And that means there's a lot of pressure here on Colin Ash, because he's got to get sideline balls and get it out of bounds, get some timeouts there. And I believe the Bishop Chatard is going to call a timeout.
That's a smart play. It ran down all the way to 1 second. So next week, got a few more games on tap for Evansville. Go down to Evansville. Memorial is in playing next week, and I do believe Covenant Christian is on the schedule.
Okay.
I don't remember who they play, and then of course Lawrence Central
That'd be a
our
fun
game.
one.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
By the way, my next door neighbor, he plays at Lawrence Central.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So first time at Lawrence Central this year. Of course, college football for you next week as well. Got volleyball. You and I are doing volleyball next Tuesday.
Yeah.
As we will see, I think Covenant Christian taking on this Chatard volleyball team.
Is that who it is? I didn't look. I just know that
Matthew will be with us on Tuesday. I think Matthew is running to Remy and will be in the nice new studios at IndianaSRN. Have you seen the new digs?
I have not.
You got to go see the digs. We named the studios.
You did?
Yeah, after the top 3 announcers.
By the way, unofficially, Riley Kinnett, 28 carries, 105 yards. That will take a Bishop Chatard bounce. So we'll be down at the 10.
134.
Ortega, by the way, tonight, 24 passes. 13 completions. I'll get his yardage for you here in a moment. He had 114 at the half. In the second half, only 18 yards passing. Ash to throw. Too high, incomplete.
Almost intercepted again.
Intended for Shotley.
Chatard heads to Cathedral next week.
Yeah. How about that one?
That game will be at Arlington High School. That game will be, you think you have a crowd tonight.
Yeah. By the way, Ortega 13 of 24, 132 yards. Ash to throw over the middle. The big tight end makes the catch out to the 20, maybe 21-yard line. That'll be Elsner again. Gain of 11.
Nice pass, nice catch. Get the first down. Yes.
Ball spike, incomplete.
Incomplete pass, second down.
Well, they wanted to stop
They
the clock.
got to stop the clock, yes.
Yep. Elsner, by the way, 6 receptions on the night. Second down and 10, 1:18 remaining. Ash to throw again. There's Elsner, tripped up. Did he step out of bounds? I think he may have at the 29-yard line. That'll be gain of 8. And we have another stoppage of play.
Now, the official did not signal out of bounds until late, but I think they're going to ask to put some time on this clock.
Elsner, by the way, 7 receptions, 48 yards tonight. Ash has thrown the ball 21 times here this evening. He came in 15 of 31. So both quarterbacks have thrown the ball quite a bit tonight compared to what they did.
And they put 6 seconds on the clock at 1:13.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Ash again over the middle. Ball's going to be caught. That'll be Sweezy on the reception to the 35.
Brought down by number 22, Declan Hofstetler. First down, throw.
So they will spike it again to stop the clock at 1:06.
What do you think of this?
Spike the ball, incomplete.
Well, it's about all they got.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that Colin Ash has the arm to air it out.
But I don't think they're desperate right now. I mean, they got a long way to go still.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I don't think they're desperate.
Yeah.
You just got to defend the long pass.
Yeah.
Or the little dink. 106 is a long time.
Yeah.
We've seen teams lose.
Well, you can see right now that Bishop Chatard, they're going to bring the pressure again. Quick throw and knocked down at the last second. Another great play, this time by Stedham. And that was intended for Shotley.
Broken up by number 5, Jack Stedham. Third down.
He does pretty good on the roll, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Look at that nice shot, camera shot. I tell you what, our producer, camera person, been right on top of things tonight.
By the way, Zach Garner was there too. Almost got his 2nd interception. Oh boy, that one knocked down.
He had that ball in his hands, Troy.
Yep. There is Hostetler. That would have sealed it right there, and that's one of those.
Right in front.
He was thinking touchdown too, I think.
4th down here, 4th and 10.
Ash, 23 pass attempts. 4th down and 10. The fans here on the near side for Bishop Chatard now getting into it. Ash could be their final play. It is low and it is incomplete. And that's going to seal it tonight for Bishop Chatard. That defense playing so well tonight, even without Colin Guy.
Colin Guy got hurt on the 2nd play of the night. But I'll tell you what, his leadership. Well, the victory formation, they'll have to run, I think, possibly 2.
By the way, tonight, Ash 12 of 24 for 80 yards. He led the way offensively as far as carrying the football. Brandenburg carried it 9 times. Ended up with only, 10, 14, 11, 15, 18, 20 yards. Dozier carried the ball 10 times. He finished with 28 yards rushing, and that's going to do it.
Chatard will go 3-0. Will probably stay the number 1 seat, number 1 in 3A in the IndianaSRN poll. Sports page will probably have a recap with all of this. And the cool thing about this is all those players will go back home and watch this on replay. And Troy, good job.
All the scoring in the first half, though.
Yep.
How about that, huh?
Yep. Great job by our crew tonight. We appreciate you coming and staying with us. Don't forget now, college football tomorrow starts at 1:30. Franklin and University of Olivet, Manchester and North Park at 6 o'clock, and then DePaul Rose-Hulman at 7 o'clock. All tomorrow right here on IndianaSRN.
So again, Bishop Chatard with a win at 14-7. They move to 3-0 on the season. Roncalli will go to 1-1. They'll take on Columbus North next week. That is a 6A opponent. And again, Bishop Chatard, they will have a tough one next week playing Cathedral. So both teams will play up in both 6A coming up next week. And before you know it, we'll be in week number 4.
Yep.
That will do it. Bishop Chatard with a win, 14-7. Thanks to the entire crew, and thank you for joining us here on Indiana SRN.